Hello! My goodness, it's always weird starting videos like this. Um, this is my new channel. Some of you guys here may know me already. I've had another channel for about 7 years now, and that was a makeup channel, and it's now a skincare channel. But this channel is going to be all about mental health, physical health, everything like that, and the stuff that I deal with, and spreading awareness for that. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about who I am today for those of you guys who are new, and a little bit about my story and how I got here and what this channel is going to be like. So for those of you guys who are new, my name is Sophia Digirolamo, and I have been doing mental health public speaking and anti-bullying public speaking for a couple of years now. It is something that's very close to my heart, and you will learn why here in a second. And I have been looking for a way to be able to really make it a big part of what I do for a very long time, and finally I have decided that YouTube is the best way to do that. And I have struggled with mental health problems for my whole life, and I've also had a lot of like just differences, different experiences, things that I want to talk about that come from mental illness or physical illness that I think are really important to talk about, and that I want to use this platform to do so with. So I started doing YouTube almost 8 years ago when I was 12, and I was starting off doing like makeup tutorials, nail art tutorials, stuff like that, and they weren't great, obviously. I was 12, and I have been in love with the platform ever since. I've done it on and off ever since then, and I definitely have taken breaks, and I've done different types of content for that entire period of time, and lots of experimentation basically on what kind of content I'm doing, how I'm running my platform, etc. And so it's been quite a journey doing a ton of different things, and so that's been really interesting. It's gotten me to a lot of really cool places. I've gotten some really cool opportunities through doing YouTube, and it's definitely something that I think is a really great way to share your voice and to be heard, which I think is really cool. So I thought I would give you a little overview just of my past and how I got here. It is not going to be the full story. I will end up doing the full story eventually, but I wanted to talk a little bit about how I got here and my past. So with a lot of people that have special needs, I was one of the kids that pretty much from the second I was born, we knew something was not normal about me. I started behaving very strangely right from the beginning, and my mom's been a NICU nurse for 25 years. She's currently retired, but she had taken care of a lot of babies and knew kind of what the norm was and what was kind of weird. And I was acting very strangely kind of right from the get-go, and we knew that something was up pretty shortly after I was born. I was hitting milestones a lot later than I should have. When I started talking, which was super late, I was almost 3 when I started talking. I was very hard to understand, and my sister actually did a lot of translating for me because she was able to understand me a lot better than my parents were, and she's a little bit older than I am. And so kind of right when we started realizing that something was not normal about me, we started seeing doctors and psychiatrists and therapists, and we went to universities and just trying to find answers and see what was wrong, because we knew there was something wrong. And it took 9 years. We started looking for answers when I was like 1, and eventually I ended up getting my diagnoses when I was 11, and I'm still getting new diagnoses to this day. So I'll go through what those are for you. And for those of you guys who've been around with me for a little while, you'll probably know what some of these are. I have high-functioning autism. I've struggled with depression my whole life. I also just recently got diagnosed with ADHD, seasonal affect disorder, bipolar disorder, and then I have anxiety and I have dyslexia. Um, and that has been a big part of my life for my entire life. And because of my differences and because of who I am, I have struggled a lot with bullying and how I was treated by other kids. And I have been from school to school to school to school. I've been to so many schools. I've been to private schools, I've been to Waldorf schools, I've been to public schools, I've been to, like, I finished off my high school diploma with homeschooling. It has been quite a journey, not to mention I don't just have mental health problems, I also have physical health problems. I have kyphosis, scoliosis, which I actually had corrected, so I have a bar fused to my spine. I also have some other health problems that we're not sure what they are yet. We're still currently waiting for diagnoses, and we're still doing testing and looking at doctors and stuff like that, and so I'll keep you guys updated on that. But because of my back, I have a really painful life, I guess you could say. I am in a lot of pain pretty frequently, and since your spine is just so connected to everything, it affects the rest of your body. So I have bad hips, I have bad knees, I have bad shoulders, I have bad elbows, and I also have like a really bad neck. It's just a lot of pain most of the time. And so when I was in middle school, I started wanting to discuss my experiences and my past and my life, and I have gotten some really cool opportunities to share that. I've been on the news a couple of times. I have also done some other stuff with schools, and I am wanting to pursue it more, and I have been since middle school. And so this is kind of step one for me. And I am so excited to be finally starting to discuss it and be open about it. And my goal is to help other people and to spread awareness and to make other people realize that they're not alone in this fight. Because mental illness, I think a lot of times can seem very glamorized, and I know a lot of people that claim to have mental illness without actual diagnoses because they think it's like a cute little like personality quirk, which I don't appreciate. And so I want to do my best to share my experience and, one, make the people who feel alone or trapped feel a lot more understood, and also help the people who don't suffer like a lot of other people do understand it. Maybe if they have somebody in the family who has a similar disorder, or they just want to understand it better. That's what I want to help with. So I really hope that this channel ends up being helpful for you, and I really hope that it ends up being something that empowers you and makes you feel less alone and helps you cope. So you can also check out my Instagram. The link is in the description of this video. I have an Instagram where I discuss similar topics, and also my second channel is linked in, or I guess my main channel is linked in the description as well. That is a skincare channel, because when I'm not doing mental health stuff, I am actually a skincare professional. So something to keep in mind. Lots of good resources, and if you want to get a hold of me, feel free to use my business email, or you can message me on my Instagram. My DMs are open. So I hope that this helps you. Please let me know if there's any topics specifically that you would like to hear about, and I am really excited to finally be doing this. So, alright, have a lovely rest of your day, guys, and I'm really excited to get started with this for you. I'll see you in the next video.